Alright, so this is something new I'm trying out. This is like a breakdown video where I'm going to play a Shawn Mendes video and analyze what's going on with the performance in the video. I've watched this video once to give you a heads up, just to see what's going on, general feel, but now I'm going to look through it as I would in a private lesson here in Ireland. So we'll see what happens. Would love to hear your thoughts. Post a comment below. I'll be pausing it at times and just talking about what he's doing. So it'll be his band I'll be analysing as well and breaking down, because at times his guitar is on his back, so he's not playing. Jimi Hendrix could play with his guitar on his back, I think. But Shawn Mendes probably can too. Not taken away from the lad. So here we go. Yeah, let's see what happens. And the volume, just to let you know, it's going to be kept down fairly low. I don't want to flag too much copyright things on YouTube unnecessarily, well, or at all. Here we go. Okay, so in that part, it's the band doing the... I can see there, just from the zoomed out view, you'd have noticed that it was really zoomed out, that he's just barely tickling the strings. He's like going... And that is a common feature in this video. I'm noticing that he isn't heavily playing too much at all. And even at times as he's playing, I'm finding it hard to hear in the mix, the overall sound, his guitar. Now, it doesn't mean he's not playing, because I can see he's on the correct chords, of course. But sometimes it can happen that artists, they'll play along with songs, however their guitar will be kept down in the mix. So, like for example, if they sing more, if they get into the general... and it mightn't suit the song to have that thumping out, well, then the thing is, they often have it lowered down, so the artist can go mad, do what they like, still playing the correct chords, but the overall sound won't carry that intensity. So, here we go. Okay, so let's have a look at it again from the real beginning. So you see it's zoomed out, zooming in, but my eyes are rooted on what he's doing, and in particular, I'm noting here where his hand is. So I'm noting the way his hand is weighted around the neck of the guitar. You see it around there. Now, there, his eyes are looking down, like I was saying, so that the thing is, he's either looking at a bit of what he's playing, or else he's just looking down singing. Sometimes we don't know. Other times artists make it like really, really obvious. But you see he looks up then. And series in-ear monitors. For anybody who gigs out there, I started using in-ear monitors a couple of months ago, and it's amazing the way it isolates the sound, and it really helps with singing. There's that look into the crowd, into the ladies. Ah, okay, so there we caught one little thing. His guitar is left-handed. Guitarist. Now, even that, I'm looking at this guy's hand and I'm going, well, he's not picking near the bridge of his guitar. He's picking right over the pickup. Which would lead me to try something like this. Sorry. Instead of... And sure enough, the tone does sound a bit more like it. So yeah, I'm already learning stuff here. And I did a cover of this song there about 3 days ago on YouTube, and I already see areas where I played it differently to the way these guys are playing it. So I saw them the first pass through. Aha, now here we go. Is he using his thumb? He is too. Okay, so Shawn Mendes is using his thumb here to play it. He also has this cover on his guitar. See that black space there around the sound hole? Well, what that does is that isolates the sound. So oftentimes for anybody out there who's a semi-acoustic at home, and if you want to turn the volume up really loud in your amp and you strum a chord, it will more than likely feed back. So a lot of artists use these sort of rubbery, silicone-y things just to place in their sound hole. Okay, so he's using his thumb. So I've yet, and he's wearing a ring. He's not engaged, is he? That'd be all funny. Break a lot of hearts out there. So here we go. Thumb. So Shawn Mendes is using his thumb to play that, whereas his band are using a pick. And the mix between the thumb and the pick can add a nice variation of tone. I'm looking, oh cool, he plays Taylors. I love Taylor guitars so much. If anybody out there knows anybody who works at Taylor, I would love to have an endorsement. But anyways, I'm going to stop yapping here now. I know I have more work to do to earn that. So here we go. His fingers are flat here. His thumb is dropped. He doesn't keep his thumb over the back of the neck. So his thumb is not here. It's dropped. And do you notice the way looking at my fingers here and looking at his fingers, that length there becomes apparent. If I bring my thumb up over the edge, my hand has to scrunch.
Take control, 'cause every time that she gets closer, she pulls me in.
Alright, there's Ed Sheeran looking on, thinking about something. So, now, this is where I'm noticing at times he'll move the neck of his guitar. So like, if he's moving, it's up at an angle as well. It isn't here, like I keep mine. His is up here. So if you want to try that out, like, and all these things, it's not like, let's call this like a structure of the model of how Shawn Mendes plays this song. You could try on all these things. You could use your thumb, you could angle the neck of your guitar, you could look into the crowd, have in-ear monitors, everything like that. It's about finding what's useful for you and creating your own style from it. Like Shawn Mendes definitely has his own style. However, I feel that as the years went on, he would have had elements of one artist he liked and covered, and that suddenly he merged a few things and it blended into being his own thing. And he got all these mini blends going on of his own thing. So you could try the same with yours, of course. Okay, so now at this stage, he has his G major bar chord on. And good length, again, the thumb isn't up the back of the neck. And I'm starting to notice at times, right? See the way he's looking down there now? It's around that chord change he's looked down once or twice. So it could be a chord change. Could be a chord change that he needs to look at, or who knows, he might just have a habit of doing it and doesn't think about it too much. And this is what I'm talking about. The guitar's gone now. He's not in the chorus. So my attention goes off him. Because if I keep looking at him sing, I'm picking up on what he's singing, I'm picking up on his vocal lines, I'm picking up on his facial expressions, but I'm getting zero guitar here. There's no guitar to track. So at this stage, I'm going to look at his band to see what they're doing, especially the guitar player. But I'm fully aware that it's a TV show and people aren't tuned in to see the guitar player's face, or like they're all blacked out really. And the thing is, I'm going to use my ears now. I'm totally honing in on my ears to pick up what the guitarist is at. Okay, so it's going. There's a big boom down. And that's a B minor bar chord. I must play it there to get my boom. If I play this B minor, not a lot of mileage on the boom. so it's up here. And that's a lesson in why it's always good to have options. It's good to know different types of bar chords for things like this. And again, using high up shapes to get that boom sound down. And I remember years ago, right, I used to watch, and I'm just going to rewind this bit here. Okay. years ago, when I learned first, there's no YouTube. It was all VHS video. And I used to watch an artist like this where I suddenly began to realize I was a teenager going, well, I can't, like whoever's singing there and they're not playing, where's the guitar? Oh, it's your man in the background. And I had to begin looking, and even looking at the video here now, this one, little movements will give away massive amounts of information. I've already picked up by ear that he did vroom. However, because I'm listening out for bar chords, when I'm looking at where he is, so as an example, we'll see his hand here. I'm going to pause it in a second, and you're going to see this little pink / white thing that is your man's hand, the guitar player's hand, and you're going to see it's far up the guitar neck. Which, if your ears didn't pick up that he's using high bar chord shapes, your vision will. But it's like my old CD player, I used to be like so quick with the pause button, like just bang bang like this. And it used to be faded. That's what I do. I'd pause, watch, pause, rewind, and things like that. There we go. Now, look at the hand up around here. I'm hoping the mouse thing gets picked up, but anyways, there's the slide. I'll do that one more time, so that 52 seconds. See the slide? There it is. Now his rhythm here, from what I'm picking up from this, but you'll hear the main vibrators going, is doing that. So again, that'll be an example where his guitar is coming out. It may be a little lower in the mix. Yeah, his hands moving good up. And here's another lesson. So watch how much his hand is, Shawn Mendes' hand is strumming here. It's going good up. But listen to the sound of it now. And as you listen, keep an eye out of how much of the sound, and I'm fully aware that the sound might be too loud on this video, I'm forgetting that at times. Just keep in mind as to how much the sound stays the same even when he stops playing. And again, this does not mean he's not playing really. He's totally playing. The chords are correct. It's just that his guitar is low down in the mix. I don't want to be bursting a lot of bubbles here for Shawn Mendes fans. Listen. Watch.
She says that she's never afraid.
Crowd still love it though. Now here's the thing. Wow, big fan. Who is that actually? Can anybody post a comment? I actually don't know who that is. I thought it was Gwen Stefani, but it's not. If anybody knows who this woman is, please post a comment below. So. Nice little fill there. You get that again. Have a listen. Don't get distracted by her. Here we go. Okay, so it's going. Nice little fill there. I'll teach that. Here we go. Random teaching as well. Index finger on 7th fret of D. Hammer it onto 9 of D. Then flatten your index onto 7 of G. 8 of B. 7 of G again. Then finally flatten index onto 7 of B. Nice little fill. That's the most technically difficult thing I've heard as a guitar player playing this so far. But that's also a lesson. So many of these pop dudes have these unreal guitar players that can do loads of stuff that isn't needed for the gig, But if it's called on to have a little fill, they can just drop it in. And in fairness, if they can do all this mad technical stuff, playing some pop music, even like I absolutely love pop, in its simplicity, then they've these technical guys playing who can just play pop any day of the week, rock steady, and can do this cool stuff. Cool, another person enjoying it. There's the slides. She's still in having a good time, so is he. Excellent. Good vibes all sides. Okay, I'm just going to rewind that bit there. His middle finger is off the fretboard there, which would imply he's using power chords at times as well. So instead of using all bar chords, he's sometimes using power chords. Power chords are these types of chords. I'll be doing videos on power chords as well. Index finger 7 on E, ring finger 9 on A, pinky 9 on D. If he played that as a bar chord, it'd sound like this. And that's what adds to the sound as well. And watch where he's strumming actually, you'll see. And he's starting to look at what he's doing here as well. Does he have a pick? I think he does. Hands moving so fast I can't tell. No, he didn't have a pick. The only reason I know that is because he's grabbed the microphone now and he went straight from guitar to the microphone. There's always a way. And check that out now. This is super important. The guitar player's not playing here either. Just watch the way. And again, if you were tracking Shawn Mendes' movement there, you may get lost in his movement, what he's up to. Look in the background. There we go. Guitar player's hands are down. This feels like one of those exposed videos. I'm not exposing them really because there's no guitar. Heading down to the ladies in the crowd. So now note the way I'm looking forward here. I'm not looking at the video. The reason I'm not looking at the video, is that logic as well? Wow. This is why I don't look at videos, and I don't recommend that students do either. You get lost in who's in the video, what's going on. So in the background there's a nice little guitar fill going on, and again I'm using my ears to figure it out. We'll get it here. Those 4 notes. That's 8 on B, 7 on B, 5 on B, 6 on G. And you hear where they come in here? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Nice little guitar line there. How I knew was I was watching. Sorry, that pause at a funny time. Okay, watch the red guitar here, the lead guitarist's hand. It's up high. You'll just about hear the note. And it comes in like this. Here we go. I won't do the stage performance thing, but. This is what he's doing. That is so cool. That appeals to the metal side of me. Okay, that fill there, that was the one thing on the pass through. The first time I listened to it, I went, that is cool. I need to teach that. So, power chords again, because it sounds powerful. I'm on the 5th fret of the E string, playing my power chord shape. So that's 7 on E, 5 on E, 7 on A. I move this shape up 2 frets for the next power chord. Then index goes on 2nd fret of A, and power chord again on 2nd fret of E. So I go. Now let's fill this. Ed Sheeran having a magical time. So, let's get it here. I think it's here. Now, this is a halftime feel like 1, 2, 3. Oh man, nice fills. And this is what I'm talking about. Like these guitar players can do loads of stuff, and it's these sort of breakdowns. Another guitarist worth checking out is Nuno Bettencourt. He was, at least, anyways, I don't know if he's still, Rihanna's guitar player. If you see what he can do, and then he'll be playing like open chords for some of the songs and stuff, which is all good too. So here we go, 20 seconds left. This lasted quite a while, but I hope you find it of value. That's what we did. Okay, so power chords, it goes. The thing about playing halftime is that it's the drums that add the effect. Like on guitar, we're just going 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to create it on guitar, even though it doesn't sound as good as drums, you'd be hitting 2 downs. Down, 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 down. Okay, and then this fill. That is 7 on D, going to 9 on D. And go back to 7. So hammer on, then drop a string, 7 to 9 again on G, and this, man, I love this styling. There was a time there, I don't know if anybody listens to The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd. Saw him live last year, and I spent a while practicing playing along with his vocal melodies to get his stylings, and this is one thing he does. That sort of thing. So this is what this guitarist is at too. So on the 9th fret of G, just checking in, everything's still working. Yes, we're all good. So hit the 9th fret on G, slide it up a fret and back down, and pull off to 7. Also using Rick James, Super Freak. Anyways, I'll stop dropping old artist names into this video. Okay, so we get this. I'll play along with it now. Half time. Same thing again. Now it's turn. Now I'll explain what I was doing there at the real end. Like, this is the end of the video. I do what I do when I'm playing with other players and other artists and things like that. I was watching him like a hawk there to see, well, you notice I froze in on the monitor instinctively. It's because I was waiting to see had he one more hit left to do, one more chord left. That's a really good idea if you're playing with somebody. Now, of course, these are their indents, like, so tight. But if you're playing with somebody and it's your first time playing with them, or if it ends differently each night, learning that skill of watching them, especially watching their head movements, hand movements, that will really help you learn how to end the song. So I was watching to see if he'd do something like this. Let's see. Okay, watch this. Like, for example, another artist could do this. And I'm watching. Something like that, you know. Sometimes artists end that way. And that is an absolute breakdown of that video. I hope you found this of value. I've learned things myself about how he plays, how he moves about. What does band do? This is the really interesting thing about these songs. You end up really looking in fine detail at what they do. Of course, Shawn Mendes, Jesus, was he even born when I was learning guitar first? I don't think so. I did it with like Guns N' Roses, where it was live in Tokyo. It's the one with Axl Rose and hot pants, for anybody wondering. And if you're looking at thumbnails and wondering which one it is. And I used to watch things like a hawk. I'd be watching what Slash would do, watching where he walked, where his hand was at times, use my ear. I developed like a really sharp eye and ear for attention to detail on guitar as a result. I didn't rely on video tutorials because they weren't in it. You'd need to buy a DVD, I think, for $30 or €30 at the time. So I totally went figuring stuff out. I think YouTube's amazing as a resource for video tutorials and everything, like for everything. It's brilliant. It is nice as well to turn on that skill to improve it, because it is nice being able to figure things out as well and catch things that may go unnoticed regularly by other people. Like, for example, in that video there, I don't know how many thousand people are at it, but if at the end they said, hey, listen, here's a list of questions, can you tell me, what were the band doing? What was the drummer doing? Not many people would know. Like, if you ask somebody at the end of this now, they might go, oh, you went into the crowd, it was unreal. And that's a detail, like, by all means. However, it's like lacking what he was doing on guitar and stuff like that. And it's good to watch both, of course, but just to keep that in mind. So I hope you found this of value. I've enjoyed doing it. And I know there's quite a lot of Shawn Mendes fans who are subscribed to my channel, and I enjoy chatting with you all. So please let me know what you thought of this, and I will chat with you very soon. Thanks for watching, and if you want to spread the word of this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm putting like a load of time into the channel, and if you want to like share the video on Facebook or another social media, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon.